How's that right there? How is that? Gonna pull a chair up. Pull a chair up, y'all. Pull up a chair. Come fuck with your boy real quick, man. There's a lot going on. Literally. A lot. Right now. Let me make sure you can hear me. I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear me. Just drop some content. That's what we do over here. We drop content, man. Real talk. I literally just dropped some content. And the content that I dropped, let me see how I'm sounding. Right? The content that I dropped, not no boxing content, man. I told you how I'm carrying it with the boxing. The boxing to me is where it's at. I still report on it, I still do it, but as far as like coming on every day trying to, cater to that audience, I'm straight. I'm straight. And the reason why I'm straight is like I said, that audience, that boxing audience, ain't really popping. Two in the building, hit the like button, y'all. I'm about to make me a nice lunch real quick. Watch. Show and prove. It's not Friday yet, y'all. Look. It's not Friday yet. Now you can't go wrong with these right here. So these is $1.25, right? Good fish too. Right? I bust that down right there. Gotta add the hot sauce and the tartar. Hot sauce and tartar, man. Right? Now you got a nice, light, healthy lunch right here, man. I had 2 cans of these. I bust one down this morning. But then you just break this down like this, up in here. Mix it up with this tartar and this hot sauce. And if I want, I can go back and get a couple more cans of these. right? But look, nice and healthy. Man. That's good right there. And it ain't all greasy and don't sit on you, man. You know? You go get a nice greasy burger, that shit sits on you. It's right here. I see, this is a car chronicles, man. These are the living out your car chronicles. I'm just trying to teach you how to survive. Different type of content, man. Like I said, I'm staying out the way of the box and shit. Tickets ain't selling, right? That media workout yesterday was a joke, man. It's sad. It just shows where the boxing community's at, right? Gleason's gym media workout. Sabrina Matiz, I believe, is a world champion, man. He's a world champion. The coverage on that shit was like, for him to be a world champion and fighting in Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and the tickets not selling. Dark Horse, what up, man? Salute. And the tickets not selling like that, it's just a sign of the times, man. It's a sign of the times, man. Jealousy and yeah, it already is. Dark Horse, it already is. It already is. It already is. Jealousy, envy, greed, all that. It already is, man. It already is. It already is. And you know what's crazy? The internet is filled with that shit. You know how many motherfuckers come online on the internet with no emotion? But look, and I say this respectfully, their idols that they worship have that energy. Prime example, look at what's going on right now with Dipset. These is all supposed to be Get Money brothers. Jim Jones, Cameron, Freaky, all these niggas got money. They got money together. They traveled the world together. Look at them now. Fronting on each other. Exposing each other. Seemingly kicking one another when they're down, right? Because check this out. Truth be told, if you my man, and this is all jokes aside, and we got money together, and I'm in a position where I'm winning, right? And your rent is due, right? Look, fuck it, I'll put it out there. I just helped somebody out today. I don't know if they're gonna give me my flowers, but they were short on their rent, right? They were short on their rent. Today is the 8th. They were short on their rent. I loaned them a loan, right? Because that's what you do. If somebody's fucked up and you fuck with them, you be like, yo, listen, man, I got it, but you gotta pay me back. And that's what I did today. That's a fact. Somebody hit me up. They was down and out, right? But I looked out. I was like, yo, here, man. I know God has blessed me. I worked a lot of hours, made a lot of overtime. Here, take that, man. Just return it back, man. With interest, right? With interest. You know, you always gotta get yours back with interest. Like the banks, the loan. If you go to a bank and get a loan, that's how it is. You got to pay interest. But I did that. I didn't have to do that, right? But my whole thing is this. These guys all got money together. And even if Jim is fucked up, and I talked about this last night, I was like, he should just pawn some of his jewelry. But even if he is fucked up, and you guys are brothers, y'all got money together, why not throw it to him and be like, yo, draw up a contract. Draw up something and be like, all right, here's this, you know, pay me back, you know, like this. He said that's hard to find nowadays. No, it ain't. You gotta keep your circle tight. If you got a tight knit circle, right, of supporters and support, like I like to call my war eagles, that's how you rock, man. You look, you build within, build within, right? Everybody that's not a builder or a naysayer, like you say, jealous, envious, you cast them away. Just cast them away. Be like, all right, I already see you're not part of the solution. You're not a part of the regiment. You're not a part of this army. So you go off. You go off. You build within. And just like I did with this platform. And now you see all the digital content, the comics, the AI shit, right? People are gonna come, right? The people that come, right? What you do is like what my man CW Thumbnails. You harness and you promote and market their abilities. And look how that turned out, right? Everybody always never wanted to support my content. All the niggas that's in the bushes, the jealous fans. Because they used to always say, oh, he don't got this, he don't. I do all that now. The illusions, the tricks, and all that. So I throw it in their face now. Right? It's cool when they do it. But see how that worked out? God started bringing people to the team, to the War Eagle Councils, that they specialize in these things. They do these things, right? Because that's what I was always saying. But then you know what? I just fell back. I said, yo, a lot of these niggas are secretly in competition with me. They don't want to build. They want to be me, but they don't want to be me, right? You don't want to wake up and work and grind and all that, right? What you want to do is you see the things that I have, you see the things that I have built, that I do, how I talk my shit about boxes, and I can pull up receipts of me with boxes and all this. You want that, but you sit at home. You don't work. You don't do nothing. You don't support nothing. Now, if you had a skill set, you could have been on this team and possibly been growing. Dark Horse said, that's what's up. Yeah, man. That's all it is. But to me, back to what I was saying about the whole Jim Jones, it's disgusting. Because it's like, yo, y'all all got money together. If he's fucked up, so well, people fall down, man. I was fucked up. I'm pretty sure there's people that's online right now that's fucked up. That's when your true friends, your true family is supposed to look out for you. But like I said, black people especially, they do not know about that. Like one thing about other nationalities, yo, you could be the black sheep of the family, right? If you come from money and your peoples have money, yo, they might cut you off as far as, you know, the resources. But if you fall on your face, they're gonna pick you up. They're gonna pick you up. Black people, look, the moment you fall off, they'll do you like Dame Dash. They'll do you like how they legend Jim Jones is now. That's just the core of the beast, man, with blacks. They can't wait for you to fall off. Like, yo, these niggas sat back, right? I was kicking it with one of my managing partners yesterday. And I was like, yo, he was like, yo, you be killing them, Shy. And I said, no, they killed themselves. Because when they thought that it was over for me, when Earl Spence attempted to diss me, a lot of people showed their true colors. But what they didn't even realize was God had already put me 5 steps ahead. When you thought I took 5 steps back, I was already 5 steps ahead. I was already making things happen for fighters behind the scenes, securing contracts, promotional deals, management, all type of shit like that. When that dude attempted to diss me as a content maker. But I watched how all these people cheered, because a lot of them were so jealous and envious of the things that I was doing, because they wanted to do it. Some of them will sit online right now still attempting to do it, right? And they know it. I pull up in their chats, I pull up on their shit, yo, they get weird and goofy, Dark Horse. Because they know they've been trying to be like me for so long and couldn't even acknowledge me. And now they just left. Like I said, I left them niggas is last year, 3 years ago, man. They last year, man. I left them guys, man. A lot of stuff that dudes is attempting to do now in boxing. The powers that be don't even have enough money to pay me to do that type of work. Look, I don't, and I've been saying this for a while. The only time I really pop out like that, if it's a fighter that I fuck with. If it's a fighter that I fuck with, if we getting money, or I rock with you, yeah, I'll pop out and do some content. I might even pop out and help to promote the fight, market the event, shit like that. Other than that, I don't do that no more. Because I actually know the logistics of this game. A lot of these dudes with their bullshit content, their bullshit channels, you're not even making no money, man. You in the way. You in the way, man. He said sometimes God takes people out your life because they're not going where you want. That's a fact. He does that all the time. Yeah, he removes people, man. That's why you gotta just pray. You gotta stay prayed up. That's what I stay prayed up, and I come online. There's more demonic souls online. See, all the demonic souls is online because if you know, you know. Entertainment, media, movies, all this is ran by the devil. The devil controls all of this, man. You know that, right? Dark Horse, you know that, right? The devil controls this. That's why the people that sell their soul, right? It looks like they are the light. And then it all comes crumbling down because that light gets turned off. Because they sold their soul. But those that are like me that are dirty, look, I'm dirty. Right? These guys come in here all the time. They tell me, look at your teeth. Get your teeth fixed. All these shits they get at me. Oh, you're dirty. You look like Beetlejuice. When I turn the light on, I'm actually shining and glowing. But they want me to be what they are. Ugly, deformed, dirty. I'm clean. I'm shining, brother. I'm shining, sisters. See, they try to put that on my jacket to dampen my spirits, but it does not work. Because yet still I rise, man. Still I rise, man. How's the content, man? How was the content? See, this one's somewhere else, but shout out to the good brother Dark Horse. He came in here and we turned the live somewhere else, man. It bees like that sometimes, man. But I appreciate you, Dark Horse. Yes, I am. I'm winning. I'm winning, and it's taking a while. You know, because like I said, when you are doing the honorable, righteous work, it's always going to be hard for you. It's not an overnight hit the lottery type shit. It's not an overnight lawsuit type of deal. It's a grind, man. It's a grind. Many bumps and bruises in the road. You know, sometimes you're going to get a flat tire. Sometimes you're going to need an oil change. You know, sometimes you might need a whole new rear alignment. No Diddy intended with that one. But that's just how it is, man. That's the journey, man. But you see, the good thing about the journey is real progress. They can't deny it. And that's why the social media, the internet especially, they hate me. Because I have so much progress that, like you just said, has me winning. So I kill their narrative that I'm not winning. If that makes any sense, man. But I am about to go and rekindle the flame. Right? I'm going to rekindle the flame. Look. Know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the bathroom. Even though I don't got to use the bathroom, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Wash my hands. Got a couple more jobs to do, y'all. Yeah, you see, when I don't be in the machine, right? Look, watching you watch me, right? Yo, when I don't be in the machine, and they put me in the machine, I get lazy. He said I was taught instead of being jealous, ask people how to get there fast. That's how you do it, man. Great insight, good brother. That is great insight, man. Great insight, good brother. That's exactly how you do it, though. You ask. You yo, you know what I do? I read a lot, man. Sometimes all you got to do is read, dog horse. Yo, read successful people. I always used to read. My mother used to make me read. But when I got older, right, I just started reading more, right? Like I'm a type of individual, right? I said, yo, I'm gonna start me a management consulting firm, and I got books. I bought a whole bunch of books. I used to go to the library. I used to take my kids to the library, right? Still do go to the library. That's where I be doing my podcast and shit, right? But I used to take my kids to the library when they were a lot younger and have them in different programs. And when they would be in the program, I would do my podcast. Y'all seen the grind, right? But I also would read books. I would read. That's when I read like all the Robert Greene books. Cause I was like, you know what? You gotta understand your enemy. And like I said, a lot of these dudes out here, they live off the 48 Laws of Power, all those Robert Greene books. These people out here really move like that. The Art of War. What's the other one? Human. I read them all, man. Good books, man. But when you read these shits, right? I was telling my man yesterday, I was talking about this dude. I said, yo, he's funny style. I was like, yo, he moves funny, right? And I said, the reason why he moves funny is he moves like the 48 Laws of Power. When he thought that he used me up, right? When he thought he used me up, he stopped fucking with me. And now I throw it in his face. I be throwing it in his face like, nigga, I was never who you thought I was. See? I read your book. I know how you guys think. So I did you on some 48 Laws of Power, right? I did you with the 48 Laws of Power, reading your book. Because now I know your mentality. That's how a lot of rich, wealthy people think, like the 48 Laws of Power, man. So, when I moved in disguise, I fucked him up. And now, look, now, I see it now. He wants to do business with me, but he don't know how to come at me anymore. Because, like I said, he attempted to overlook my work. Now he needs my work. But you know, in order to get my work, we got to talk the right increments now. We got to talk the right increments. Because when I did give you my work for free, I was never giving it to you for free. I am the type of individual, if I like you, or I feel that you are honorable and righteous, I ain't going to work with you. Because any relationship that is based off of money, money is the root of all evil. That relationship is going to eventually turn evil. But if your relationship is based off of honorable principles, you could go a long way. So that's why I always do things for people, like you said, out the kindness of my heart. Because you would always get that back from the universe. Exactly. He got to go to me. Yeah, he been coming to me. See how he been coming to me? He tries to go through a third party. But like I said, I've been reading books, man. So I see through it. That's why I told my man yesterday. I said, yo, man, said that nigga, he can fuck with me. He just got to come correct. He got to come correct, man. He knows it now. You got to come correct. You heard? I come over here, I park in the car. I'm going to go up in the firehouse and use the bathroom. Yo, truth be told, right? I'm in a machine, right? Yo, the machine makes me lazy, I'm telling you. Yo, real talk, right? If I was out doing these jobs manually by hand, I wouldn't be. I'm actually tired, man. But I know why I'm tired though, cause they did have me running all over, man. My first job I did was like damn near the town of Smithtown, right? Then I hear that engine, yeah. Oh, you want to see it? I'm in a sweeper. Look, I'm in the street sweeper. I'm in the street sweeper. Look, I got my Ghost Rider right there. Look, see? Ghost Ride the Whip. Ghost Ride the Whip. That's my Ghost Rider. I'm in the street sweeper, man. But yeah, I'm about to run up in here, use the bathroom. Yo, my guy told me I was losing weight, man. He said, I think the gym is paying off. Look, the gym is paying off for me. Alright, look. Slim it down. Can't keep my pants up, look. You do have options. I holla.